afternoon. Happy, beautiful, amazing day. Thank you so much for being here. It's coming up to 4 p.m. here in the United Kingdom. Let's let as many people find this broadcast as possible. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know also where you are. Where are you in the world? For those of you that are able to comment, let us know where you are in the world. If you're watching this live, like now, live, hello. Just put the number 1. And if you're watching this later on, just press the number 2. Thank you for being here. I'm super excited about what I'm going to share with you. And also just to share with you that this coming week, the next week, I should say, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the 8th, 9th, and 10th of July, 3 days, 3 ways to take better control of your life. 3 hours over 3 days. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. How many of you are coming to the event? Let us know. I've put the link here. You can register for it. Mags, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here. Everyone that's joining us, please, if you're watching this live, just press the number 1. And if you're watching this later on, press the number 2. Let us know also, where are you in the world? It is my absolute pleasure to be here to serve you and to give you a different perspective on things. I personally believe right now there's never been a more important time for human beings to question things. What do you think? What do you think? Never been a more important time for us to rethink certain things. What do you think? I would love to know. My approach has always been in helping people, not to tell people what to do. You know, even though people want to be told what to do, I think deep down there is a rebel inside all of us. How many of you would agree with that? Let me know if you are in agreement with that. That humans, we don't really want to be told, right? How many of you would agree with that? The more you can get involved in this conversation, the better. I feel like a phoenix that is risen from the flames, more ready than I've ever been in my entire life to inspire people to be empowered, for people to take responsibility for their own life. I've never been more inspired, and I've been doing this work for a long time. Many of you know, those of you that know me, it's been many years since I started in this game of helping people, and I'd always be inspired going to teach an aerobics class, inspired to teach a spin class, inspired to teach the weight loss groups I used to teach, inspired to do a live, inspired to get up in front of people, inspired when I used to be on television, there'd be millions of people watching me, inspired by the chance, the opportunity to inspire someone to look at things differently. And I'm exactly the same right here, right now, because there might be someone here who's never seen me before and will never see me again. And I believe that I might just say something that helps someone look at things differently, because human beings, most human beings, do not like to be told what to do. And I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to help you discover and explore. You might want to write those words down. Discover and explore. If you want to do something for me, then please feel free to share this post. The more people that see this post, the more people realize that what we're doing next week on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 3 days, 3 ways to a better you, could be so transformational. How many of you here, I have helped you in some way, shape, or form over the years? In some way, maybe I've helped you recently. If you want to share in the comments, how have I helped you? What have I helped you to do? Because I didn't do it for you. But like I say, I've been doing this for a long time. And recently, we were actually looking at some of the testimonials we have of the people that I have helped. And I feel like I've only literally just got started in helping people take responsibility for where they are. So you can see in the description for this post, I was talking about the map. There is a map that I've been working on, a map to really help people wherever they are to stop, look at the terrain of where they are before they go on an epic quest, an epic adventure. Because let's face it, ladies and gentlemen, that's what life is it not? Is it not an epic adventure? Are we all not on one right now? And for some strange reason, our worlds have collided in some way. Right now, our worlds have come together in this one moment. Something truly magical could happen in this moment. And it might be that all of a sudden, you start to look at things differently to the way that you currently look at them. Because we know that humans don't tend to do too well when we tell them what to do. Humans do a lot better when they do things for themselves. And in many cases, even by themselves. It's much better when you decide to change and you're changing with other people and other people support you through that change. But let me ask you, has the world seen the best of you? Yes or no? Has the world seen the best of you? Or is there still more that the world is going to see from you? Or has the world seen nothing yet compared to what you're going to do? For me, most definitely. Having been in front of cameras with millions of people, done all the work that I've done, I feel like I've only just got started. I feel like all the work I've done is leading towards something that is so big, so magnificent, that is just so inspiring. That's what I think. Thank you, Joe. It's great to see also someone like yourself saying, yeah, there's still more to do. But what exactly do you want to do? So let me take you through this. This is something that we're working on at the moment. And I'm really, really excited by giving people a map that allows them to explore where they are in their life and where they want to go. So here's a couple of questions for you. In your life right now, what is it that is really important to you? So of all the things in your life that you do and everything that's going on, what is wildly important to you? People refer to this as a WIG, a wildly important goal. But I'm just curious, in your life, what is wildly important to you? Personally, for me, what's really important to me is I'm writing a book at the moment. What's wildly important to me is finishing it. It's an incredible story of someone I know very well, and it's something I'm working on. Right now, in your life, what is wildly important to you? Feel free to put it into the comments if you want to. In your life right now, what's wildly important to you? Because as human beings, we need a helping hand. But what a lot of people are looking for, how many of you have ever gone to click on something because someone on social media or an advert has told you that they have the formula for you to change your life, right? How many of you have ever done that before? I know I've done it. Someone says, this is the formula that you need to change this aspect of your life, to create financial freedom, to lose weight and keep it off. Lots of us are looking for that formula, but the challenge often is with those formulas is they're not ours. They're not ours. We didn't come up with them. They were someone else's. And what I've realized is, and a part of this map that we are creating, is it's about helping you discover something that you didn't know. First off, helping you discover something that you didn't know. And then once you've discovered it, help you to explore that discovery in terms of making something better than what it currently is, okay? So when we look at what's wildly important to people, how many of you right now, what's wildly important to you, at least one thing, is your health? How many of you go, yeah, Pete, my health is wildly important to me. I might not be that good at looking after it, but it's important to me. It's wildly important to me. It's so important. That's something we probably all got in common. What about your relationships with others, yourself, the relationship you have with you? And what about your wealth and your work and your service? You see, the first step of this map that we're giving a name at the moment, which is around the transformation map, that you could use this map, and we're going to talk about this next week in detail on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday with this 3-day event, 3 days, 3 ways for you to take better control of your life, for you to make progress in any of your life domain that you want. It's a free event. You can register. It's going to be flipping fantastic. We're going to kind of bring this map to life because you can apply these principles to any area of your life that you want to make significant changes in. And thank you for your comments and your participation in what I'm saying. So if you want to let's just break this down really briefly. I'm not going to take up too much of your time. Your time is precious. But when you look at your health and energy, you look at your relationships and you look at your wealth and your work and your service, how satisfied are you with those life domains? Are you really satisfied? Are you satisfied? Are you unsatisfied? Is there room for improvement? Is there work to be done? Is there work to be done? Because I just believe, and tell me if you agree or don't agree, that so many things need to be rethought. I think one of the things that need to be rethought in the world is diet. I really, really do. I think, and there's more and more of this new thinking coming out that is saying some very different things to what people said, let's say, a healthy diet was. What constitutes a healthy diet now is very, very different to what people were saying a few years ago. And often when you present things to people in a way that isn't in keeping with what they currently know or what they think to be true, it can be hard to get through to people. But all I'm saying to you is, if you want to change anything, let's start off by stopping. In a world that doesn't want you to stop, in a world that just wants you to keep consuming and keep going, here's Pete Cohen saying, stop, just stop. You say, no, I can't stop, I've got to keep going. Where are you going? See, with this map, I just think it's, if we don't stop, we're not going to realize that we're creating a future we don't want. I truly believe that most people in the world today are creating futures they don't actually want. That most people will end up in 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and they'll go, I don't want to be here. This isn't what I wanted. With their poor health, their poor energy levels, the fact of feeling unfulfilled, that most people today are creating futures they don't want. Maybe not you, but most people are. It's called a default future. A lot of people have something called a false optimism. They're optimistic, but there's a real falsity around it. That's not even a word. Rather than, look, let's just stop and wake up to the reality of where we are. And that's a tough thing for people to do, because when you wake up to the reality of where you are, you might have to face the reality of, my God, there's things here that I need to address that no one else can do for you, that only you can do. So the first part of this map is an audit of where you are in your life right now. So how many of you watching this right now, you know that there's room for improvement, that right now in your life, there is some room for improvement? And the answer is either yes or no. And maybe some of you are working on that improvement, just looking at it. And it's like an accountant, just looking at the numbers and looking at what's going on and trying not to blame or shame or criticize. If you agree with me, please let me know. If you disagree with me also, just let me know in the comments. Please also let me know, are you coming to our event next Monday at 7 p.m? I'd love to know. Don't be shy in commenting and getting involved. There's lots of people watching this on loads of different platforms right now. We're live on LinkedIn, we're live on Facebook, we're live on Instagram, we're live on YouTube. I think we're also live on Twitter as well. Live. You're alive. And with the life that you have, if you stop and look at where you are, and then the next step on this map is just to be honest with where you are. Just to be honest about it. That's the second step. Honesty really is about, well, what does this actually mean? Am I creating a future that I want? How's my future looking based on where I'm going? Some of you know that we made a TV program many years ago called Fantasy Retirement. And we took 3 couples. This was for BBC 3. I wish I could get a copy of this. I can't find it. We took 3 couples and we asked them what their retirement was. And then we showed them we showed them the retirement they wanted, which was amazing. One couple, we took them to America. Another couple, we took them to Spain. But then we showed them the reality of what it was they were creating. So one couple, we blindfolded them, took them in a car, drove them around, blindfolded, took them back somewhere, up some stairs, sat them down. And where do you think they were when we took their blindfolds off? Well, it probably won't surprise you. they were exactly where they were in the first place. They weren't going anywhere. It's all very well hoping rather than acting and just being honest with where you are right now. And perhaps right now, how do you feel? Do you feel stuck? Do you feel confused? Do you feel like you're lacking motivation? Because if you are, you're not alone. And that's what I want to help you to do. I want you to use what we are creating to help you make some breakthroughs. You know, and sometimes we have to break down before we break through. When I look at these books, these are just two of the books I've written. Look, Life DIY, DIYing your life, and Sort Your Wife Out. Sorry, Sort Your Life Out. You know, these books were literally and are about helping people look at life with a fresh pair of eyes. And I really want to help you go from where you are to where you want to be, help you become unstuck, help you become empowered. The true empowerment of realizing that you can become a different human being. And some of the other elements of this map is just helping you connect to a version of you that exists in the future. Someone I know once said to me that hell is coming to the end of your life and meeting the person that you could have become. That hell is coming to the end of your life and meeting the person that you could have become. So I just ask you maybe just to stop, please, with no blaming, no shaming, no criticizing, just knowing that where you are is where you are. But where you are isn't who you are. And this is what we're going to delve into next week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. If you haven't registered for this, please register. Please feel free to share this with some other people so they can also see what's going on, what we're doing. Let me just bring it up on the screen here so you can see it. Reclaim your time and build a life you want with this free online event. You'll be empowered. We're going to audit, like I just said, we're going to build a vision of a compelling future for you. We're going to look at the 3 different versions of yourself that I believe exists. We're going to look at why willpower isn't really where the magic is at. You need a lot more than willpower. We're going to help you use your mind more effectively. For those of you that don't know who I am, then you can read a little bit more about Pete Cohen. Keep going. Look, 5 days, 2 hours, 43 minutes and 20 seconds until this event officially kicks off. And I'm really looking forward to it. I haven't looked forward in the way that I'm looking forward for a very long time. So does anyone have any questions? Because if you don't have any questions, why don't we just go on with our days? We have a WhatsApp group for people that are coming. I'm going to start asking people some questions in there. And let's just use this as an incredible launch pad to catapult our lives, to literally get some serious momentum as we break it all down, help you look at where you are, help you look at who you want to be, why you want to be, and then how. How do you do that? How exactly do you do that? You go and start tracking the version of yourself that you want to become. I want to thank you for being here in the last literally nearly 20 minutes. Now, I know that I'm also live on Instagram. I want to see how this looks. I wonder if you can actually see me. I don't know how this works because no, I don't think it's going to. It is on Instagram. For those of you that are watching me on Instagram right now, I think. Oh, no, now I'm live on Instagram. There you go. I wasn't live on Instagram, but now I am. So I might as well just say this again. For those of you that are just going to watch me on that platform, this week that is coming after this week, we have an incredible event. It's happening on the 8th, 9th, and 10th of July. 3 days, 3 ways to a better you. What I've realized is that humans need help in discovering. Discovery is where you're able to see something that you didn't see before, where you have a new level of understanding. When you explore something, you're literally going on a journey to make something happen, to take what you have learned and bring it to life. And through that, that is where change occurs. And this is what I'm totally committed to doing, because how many of you, and some people would, and I can totally understand that, right? How many of you would like to be slimmer, fitter, and healthier, or have more energy? You would like that. And how many of you say, can you do it for me? I don't want to do it. Just wave a magic wand. So I wave my magic wand and you're slimmer, fitter, and healthier. What happens if I was going to do it for you is it wouldn't be yours. So you probably wouldn't keep it. You go back to what was familiar for you. How many of you would like to be slimmer, fitter, and healthier, but you want to do the work yourself? The same with your relationships. You don't just want someone to make your relationships better. You want to do the work. You want to discover and explore for yourself. And the same with your wealth and your work and service. You want someone to give you £1 million? I mean, it would be nice, but how many of you would like to have done the work, to have built a business that brings in £1 million, or whatever it is for you? That's what I want to help you to do. I want to help you discover and explore a version of yourself that already exists in the future. I'm like a friend of your future self, and that's what I'm here to do. And that's what this event is all about. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, next week at 7 p.m. UK time. 3 days, 3 ways in just 3 hours to help you take better control of your life. We would love to see you there. Please feel free to share this if you've taken any value from this today. I appreciate every single one of you that is here, and I wish you an incredible day, because I now know that I am live on Instagram as well. And let's have a look. There's 7 people watching me on Instagram. Look, and I can even type on Instagram, and I can even, there you go. I didn't know I could do that. There you go. But when I finish going live on here, it's going to stop the broadcast on Instagram as well. So I just want to thank you guys for being here. If I can help you in any way, shape, or form, don't even hesitate to ask. With over 35 years of experience of coaching people and so many resources to share with people to help them, just reach out. We'll see you on the Monday the 8th. I'm sure I will go live again between now and then. But for now, it's time to say ta-ta. Have a wonderful evening. Come on, England. It's coming home.